So I have a question for you. Do you listen to that little voice inside of you? Your intuition, your gut feeling, your whatever you want to call it, the little voice, blah, blah, blah. I just totally had to listen to it, and it wasn't comfortable. You know when it's like easy, that's one whole thing. But what do you do when it's really hard? Okay, because I was supposed to go out to Arizona to shoot this weekend. And I just had this feeling the last few days I really didn't want to go out there. Like I just felt resistance to it. I felt resistance to driving. I felt resistance to being there. I felt foggy about the schedule. I felt foggy about everything. Like something in me just felt like a foot in the door, like no. But I was driving out with somebody. I had coordinated with the subjects of the documentary. I had coordinated my place to stay. I was, my schedule was full. Everything was coming together. And so it was really, really hard to honor that little voice. And it was definitely a challenge. I had to sit there and I talked to a couple people. I talked to someone at work who was very helpful. And I talked to someone at home who was very helpful, and they reminded me that it's very critical and crucial and everything else to always listen to yourself. And I said, yeah, but I don't want to let people down. And one person said, well, you're a person, and so if you go, you'll be letting yourself down. And so that's so true. It's like we forget that we're part of the equation too, and we should be happy, And I would be pissed if I went just because of all those other external reasons and something happened to my car or something, I don't mind listening to that little voice as long as it's like kind of easy. But as soon as it involves maybe upsetting or disappointing some people, it's so hard. It's so hard. So I just want to tell you that I called the girl I was driving with and I told her, I said, I'm so sorry. And I thought about coming up with some elaborate story, and I knew I'd be doing a blog. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to just be honest. So I told her exactly what I just told you. And she said, you know what? It's so important that you just listen to your voice. Like if you don't feel like you should go, we shouldn't go. There's always another time. I couldn't believe it. I thought she was going to be mad at me. So then I talked to the subjects and they were all like, no, listen to the voice. Don't worry about it. We'll reschedule. And then the person I was staying with was like, hey, I totally get it. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And so like everybody was cool about it. And I feel this huge weight lifted off of me, like, oh God, because I have so much stuff to do this weekend. And my head wasn't into shooting this weekend. And so, anyways, listen to that little voice, no matter how hard it is. You'll feel better and you'll be glad you did. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later.